What's up, guys? So sorry it's been so long since the last video on the RX7 build. I've been taking some time off really cranking on it to really think about what I wanted to try next. As we left off before, I tried a bunch of different sensors and ideas and nothing was really cutting it. So I really thought long and hard about if I wanted to keep, just throwing money at it and trying to figure it out, or if I wanted to, take a step back and really look at what the right thing to do was. So, ponied up and made some big moves that I'll show you in a few minutes, but I'm definitely not messing around anymore. So let's pull this thing up into the driveway and I'll show you what I got. Also, Ted's back to cranking on his Z. He doesn't look too happy, but he's cranking! So let me show you guys what I got. So like I said, no more screwing around. I went and picked up a Haltech Elite 2500, an adapter harness for the 1J, a wideband controller and a wideband sensor. And then while I was at the wideband, I was like, why buy 4 or 5 gauges when I can just pony up and get a race pack? So there we go. Talk about all that time wasted because I'm just gonna stick this all in and it's probably just gonna work. But oh man, am I excited. I'm just gonna start cranking and getting all these things installed. Pulling out all the stock ECU stuff, putting in the wideband and the Elite. And then after I get that all set up and I get the base map on, and get it running, then I'll start messing with the dash and figuring out how to mount that. So we got a lot of stuff to do, but hopefully by the end, either it'll just work or we'll at least know exactly what's going on now. So I'm stoked, Ted's stoked, everybody's stoked. What do you have an SR20 problem? Sure, you don't have an SR. I get it, I get it. Just, don't deal with the SR problems, just skip right to the, the RB problems. I see how it is. But while I am working on this, Ted's gonna be working on getting the VG out of his 300ZX, and then it's gonna be put in the RB. And he's got a bunch of stuff he's gonna do that. He's gonna film some stuff, and we're gonna have a few more videos out soon. So, whoa, I'm like so excited. It's like I have to remember to film. Awesome, let's jump into this stuff. If all goes well, won't be needing this anymore. So in the adapter harness, you have this big brick that adapts the stock ECU connectors to this loom that connects to the 2 Elite connectors. So just unplug the ECU, this plugs right in, and then this is gonna plug in right into the Haltech. Up here, I plugged it into the Haltech after I hooked it up. Now, it's using the stock mass airflow right now. I haven't hooked up the map sensor, haven't wired in an air temp sensor, nothing. I loaded up the SOAR base map, and that's it. Doesn't run great right now, but it's running. So I know it works. The reason it was idling a little rough was because it is set up to tune for volumetric efficiency. I actually cannot physically set up the mass airflow sensor right now because it's not wired for it with the harness. So I do have to connect the map and I do have to wire in this air temp sensor, but when I do that, it should smooth itself out because now it'll actually be correct. Just popped in the wideband, ran through this hole right here. Now I just have to come under here and wire. I gotta plug this into the CAN port, and then I also have to take this fused lead and get a battery power and ground for the wideband controller. I didn't film much yesterday. I was too excited messing with the settings on the Haltech that I didn't really tweak anything too much. But today, I tidied up a few more things in the settings, got the wideband all set up, and I still haven't got the variable valve timing to work. I'm not sure if that's an issue. That could very well be why it wasn't working. The Haltech doesn't care that there's no variable valve timing. So Ted and I are gonna go take it for a rip. He's gonna check the boost and the AFRs when we're going, and I'm just gonna get on it and we're gonna see if, if we're good. And now I can start to, tweak it and really dial it in moving forward, but that's only assuming that everything works. So let's hope so. Holy shit! I have a very strange feeling this is going to be very fast. Yes. car works.
What's your waist scale?
Why, what'd it hit?
10.
Oh, that's not bad. That's it. Done. I was gonna make like a video about like how I wanted to go through this whole process and like make it work, but like all the diagnosis. We still don't have cam control though. We don't have, the cam's not working.
Yeah, that's true, we don't.
So this is no variable valve timing right now, but because it's the Haltech, it's okay with that. It's not mad.
That was a consistent 12.2 pounds of boost.
That's good news.
Yeah.
What did I hit for AFRs and stuff?
I don't know. I couldn't look at both at the same time.
You got into film now?
I think so.
Yay.
We'll find out. On the first pull, it was like 11s.
I have to make a little intro to this though.
Yeah.
I am so stoked. Ted, are you stoked?
I am.
I am so stoked. Oh my gosh, it works. Everything's good. Everything's happy with the world. I watched the video back and it made 12 pounds. Subaru! Hello, sir. He's cool. I like him.
Yes.
I was hoping he'd stop. I want to chat. Is you coming back? I wanted Subaru friend to come say hi.
Subaru friend right here.
Yeah, but his had a roof rack. Yours doesn't have a roof rack. So I watched back the video. It hit like 12.3 psi, which is probably attributed to the much better flowing exhaust. It pulled like a beast. This thing's fast, like really fast, and that's with no variable valve timing, which shouldn't make that much, but I mean, it just needs to be dialed. Oh, it's just so close. I don't want to like film when people are driving by. It's super awkward.
Yeah.
Creepy. So a few things that I want to do. I want to work on figuring out why the VVT-i isn't working. I want to clean up that mess. That needs to get cleaned up. And I don't know if you noticed, but there is an erase pack over there. So there should be. So that's another thing. Oh man. I'm like shaking. I'm so excited. What are you looking for? Making sure I didn't break anything?
No, you didn't. There's just a
What?
oil control valve wedged under your hood.
We don't know. No, there wasn't. It's been almost a year since that engine's been in, and it is finally running. I know it still has a long way to go, but this is a huge milestone. Huge, huge milestone, Ted. Huge. I gotta put the sunroof back in. I gotta come up. That's on my list. I'm gonna make a nice list of things that are left to do on this car. One of which is figure out a sunroof because I broke it. Yeah, I did. I am legit shocked out of speech right now.
Well, there's been so many times where we've been like, yep, that was it.
I know.
We're done.
I feel like you guys don't believe me anymore. I am 100% sure that it works now. It's not 100% yet because of the variable valve timing, and it's just a base map, albeit that base map's fantastic. The timing might be a little more conservative. But I really want to get it dialed. I want to get a tune, really get it going. But I could drive it right now. Well, yeah, but I mean, I could drive it around. I don't think it's 100% because of variable valve timing, like I said, but it's fixed. This ECU solved all my problems. Everything is great in the world. It's been so long that I've been trying to figure this out. And I knew somewhere in the back of my head that like it could just be if I stick this ECU, it could work. I think I actually said that.
You just had to psych yourself up to
Yeah.
spend the money for a Haltech.
So yeah, you know, I ponied up for a Haltech because that's what I should have done from the beginning. I shouldn't have left with stock ECU. It wasn't a good idea. But I'll pick this up tomorrow. See you guys then. Bye. I was just messing with the settings a little more in the Haltech, and I was trying to look at some of the wiring too, looking at the VVT-i thing. I forgot to plug it in. There was the very far left plug on the adapter. It's like the auxiliary one, and I was looking at it to see how to wire in the air temp sensor, and I forgot to plug it back in. So the VVT-i is working. So you can see that it's sending a signal, and there's the car reacting to it. So that's all functioning fine, which is great. So now that we know that that's sorted, I can finally move on to tidying up the wiring, getting the race pack installed, fixing the power steering issue I have. There's a bunch of little things that I can start cleaning up now. But that's such good news. So that means that odds are the variable valve timing wasn't an issue with the old computer, because it clearly works now. So it was, I don't know. I mean, it could have just been fuel cutting, but I don't think, I mean, it was only making supposedly 12.5 pounds. And that, I don't believe that's enough to cause a fuel cut. So who knows? I'm just gonna go with that was the issue. But we got a lot of work to do. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna get to today, but we're gonna start cracking. Stay with us. So Ted so graciously gave me his old reservoir out of his WRX, and it happens to just be the exact same lines, which is great. So I just cleaned up a few things on the car. In the engine bay, got the headlights working again, which I don't think I said even when we're not working. And I started dealing with some of the wiring. Now that the VVT-i works though, before we get home, I'm gonna take this thing for a ride and get a final closeout for this video, showing this thing ripping at its full capacity with the base map. Ted's struggling. Yeah, it's a long night. It's hot, it's humid, we're both sweaty messes. But we're getting stuff done. Oh my God, I'm so sweaty. Oh my God.
It's okay, it's a sweaty day.
Holy shit!
Oh my God.
Whoa! Wow.
It's faster.
That's fast. Dude, that like scared me. Oh, I'm so stoked.
That was...
Oh man, look at it. It's like idling down fine.
That was properly fast.
Oh my shit. Sounds wicked good too. I can't see anything. It's so humid. Oh man, this probably looks like crap. I'm just using the phone flashlight. I don't know how well that came out, but yeah, that was dumb fast. I am like blown away by how quick that car is. It just feels incredibly torquey, and it spools instantaneously. And mind you, that is a very conservative base map when it comes to timing. Ted's gonna keep cranking on his car this weekend, and he's gonna be filming that, and I'm gonna put that video up hopefully just after this one. If you're excited as I am, finally have this thing working right, and you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to keep following along with my build, Ted's build, anything we're doing, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. Drop a comment if you have any questions or comments about the videos. And if you want to be notified when I post, I don't post very often, so it might not pop up on your feed. Hit that little bell icon. It'll give you guys a little email notification when I post. Dude, sorry, this video's all over the place. I am just dying right now. It's so hot. But I will see you guys next time. Bye.